after child loans of 183.
The federal government is about to deliver a national childcare plan, and it's a big baby. According to the budget, Ottawa intends to spend $30 billion over the next 5 years to bring $10 a day daycare to all Canadian families that want it. This means both subsidizing existing spaces and creating new capacity to meet the expected flood of new demand. But there's a catch. The Trudeau Liberals seem to think they can do all this without the private sector. According to the budget, money spent expanding childcare spaces is to, quote, support primarily not-for-profit childcare providers. This is a mistake that both Ottawa and parents will soon regret. While a few academics, unions, and daycare advocates like to claim there's something illegitimate about private sector childcare, in fact, is an essential component of Canada's current system. Outside of Quebec, the private sector accounts for about a third of all childcare spaces. In some provinces, such as across Atlantic Canada and in Alberta, it's a clear majority. And keep in mind, all childcares are regulated and licensed to exactly the same standard. Let's take a closer look at Quebec, which the federal government says is the model for its new plan. When that province created its famous $5 a day daycare program in 1997, it also said it wanted an exclusively non-profit system. But this quickly proved impossible. Strikes, expanding costs, and enormous waiting lists were the result. So starting in 2003, the Quebec government welcomed back the private sector out of necessity. Today, the for-profit sector provides about 2/3 of all childcare spaces in that province. The lesson is clear. You can't create an affordable childcare system by relying solely on a cumbersome and expensive non-profit system. In addition to providing necessary capacity, the private sector is also an important source of innovation. When Alberta recently asked childcare providers in that province to consider overnight care to meet the needs of shift workers, 13 centres in the province responded to the pilot program. All were for-profit centres. Other examples of innovative new services provided by the many female entrepreneurs who make up most of the for-profit sector include co-working office facilities in downtown Toronto that have childcare services on-site, nature-focused forest schools, and childcare in remote, underserviced parts of the country. You can't build a successful national childcare program without recognizing the many contributions of entrepreneurs. Find out more in my article, Why the Private Sector is Essential to Ottawa's National Childcare Plan. For C2C Journal, this is Shawn Taylor.